Good morning. Once again, I am here with another video of the solution. Today, our topic is vapor pressure of the pure liquid and solution. Before starting the topic, I would like to explain vapor pressure. What is the vapor pressure? Simply, we know the pressure exerted by the vapor at the surface of liquid is known as vapor pressure. How it will be created? When you will take a liquid in a closed vessel, there will be a certain amount of evaporation of the liquid take place and the vapor collected at the empty space in a closed vessel. After some time there will be a condensation. When rate of condensation becomes equal to rate of evaporation, there will be a equilibrium. That means the equal amount of water or a liquid get converted into the vapor and same amount of vapor get condensed into the liquid. At this stage, the pressure created by the vapor at the surface of liquid is known as vapor pressure. At the state of equilibrium, when rate of condensation becomes equal to rate of evaporation, pressure exerted by the liquid at the surface of pressure exerted by the vapor at the surface of liquid is known as vapor pressure. At given temperature, when there is a equilibrium between evaporation and condensation, then pressure exerted by the vapor at the surface of liquid is known as vapor pressure, Vp. Simply, in a closed vessel, liquid get evaporated. After some time, condensation will start. Rate of condensation becomes equal to rate of evaporation. And this is the known as state of equilibrium. At this state, the pressure exerted by the vapor at the surface of liquid is known as vapor pressure. What are the factors which affect the vapor pressure of a liquid? First, nature of liquid. Factor affecting nature of liquid. Simply, if there is a weak intermolecular attraction between the particles of liquid, that means liquid is volatile. It will easily convert it into the vapor. The vapor pressure will be high. If there is a weak intermolecular attraction between the particles of a liquid, liquid is said to be a volatile liquid and vapor pressure will be higher. Second one is the temperature. Temperature increases the rate of evaporation. When evaporation increases, more amount of liquid converted into the vapor, hence vapor pressure will be higher. These are the two factors which affect the vapor pressure. Factors are nature of liquid and temperature. If there is a weak intermolecular attraction, rate of evaporation will be high, then vapor pressure will be high. If the temperature is greater, rate of evaporation will be high, the vapor pressure will be high. Further, now we discuss the relation of vapor pressure with the mole fraction of solute. Either it may be a volatile solute or it may be a non-volatile solute. The first one I am taking the vapor pressure of liquid-liquid solution. liquid solution. As you can read, it is a liquid solution. It means both solute and solvent are liquid. If both solute and solvent are non-volatile, the Raoult, a scientist, who gave a relation for the liquid solution, which is also known as Raoult law for the volatile solute. What is this? Raoult law for the volatile solute. We are talking about liquid solution. There are the two cases. Either solute may be volatile or solute may be non-volatile. So we will discuss both of the cases. First I am taking a liquid solution in which solute is a volatile. That means solvent is a volatile and solute is a volatile. Both are volatile. Suppose I take a binary solution AB. Since it is a binary solution, there will be a two component. One is the A and second one is the B. Vapor pressure. Vapor pressure of the component is taken as PA and PB. Mole fraction of A. XA and mole fraction of B is XB. And pure vapor pressure or a VP of pure component. Here you have to understand, we are taking VP of the pure component. That means PA is the vapor pressure of A in a solution. PB is the vapor pressure of the B in a solution. Whereas the PA0 is the vapor pressure of the pure component. And PB is the vapor pressure of the pure component. Raoult, according to Raoult law, the vapor pressure of a component in a solution is directly proportional to its mole fraction. Vapor pressure of a solution, it is a statement of Raoult law. Vapor pressure of the component of solution is directly proportional to its mole fraction. We have taken a binary solution AB. A may be a solvent, B may be a solute. Vapor pressure of the A in a solution PA, vapor pressure of the B in a solution PB, mole fraction of A is XA, mole fraction of B is XB, and the vapor pressure of the pure component A is PA0 and pure component B is PB0. Now, according to Raoult law, if we mathematically express, it will be PA is directly proportional to XA, right? Since the vapor pressure of a component is directly proportional to its mole fraction. Similarly, PB is directly proportional to XB. If we eliminate the sign of proportionality, we have to put a constant, or that constant is the PA0. PA0, the vapor pressure of the pure component, whereas the PB is equal to PB0 XB. Are you getting? It is the Raoult law when the solute is volatile and solvent is volatile. That means a liquid solution which containing a volatile solute, the expression for the Raoult law will be the vapor pressure of the component of solution is directly proportional to its mole fraction. We have taken a binary solution AB where the vapor pressure of the A is PA and vapor pressure of the B is PB, mole fraction of A is XA and mole fraction of B is XB. Then PA is directly proportional to XA and PB is directly proportional to XB. Therefore, PA is equal to PA0 XA and PB is equal to PB0 XB. Okay? Second, the second statement of Raoult law. When we take solid liquid solution, Previous one was the liquid solution in which liquid was volatile. Now we are taking a solid liquid solution in which solid is non-volatile. The Raoult law for the non-volatile solid. Simply you can understand, if we taking a solution in which solid is a non-volatile, that means it will not evaporate. And the area at the surface of liquid occupied by the solute, which is non-volatile, will reduce the rate of evaporation. Are you getting my words? If we take a solution in which solute is non-volatile, solute will occupy a certain area at the surface of liquid. From that area, since the solute is non-volatile, evaporation will not take place. So less amount of vapor will be created and vapor pressure get reduced. If or vapor pressure get lowered. If we take this lowering in respect of initial, then it is known as relative lowering. If we take lowering in vapor pressure, that means when we add a solute in a solvent, we will get a solution. And vapor pressure of the solution will slightly less than vapor pressure of the pure solvent. Why? Because non-volatile solid occupies a certain space at the surface of solution, and it will reduce the rate of evaporation. So less amount of vapor will be formed, and that will reduce the vapor pressure of solution. If we take this lowering in respect of initial, then it is known as relative lowering, and relative lowering in vapor pressure is directly proportional to the mole fraction of non-volatile solute, because it is due to the non-volatile solute only. The statement of Raoult law is relative lowering in vapor pressure Vp is directly proportional to the mole fraction of non-volatile solute. Since suppose we have a binary solution AB, may I rub it? Suppose we have a binary solution AB, BP, PA, PB. Since B is a solute, there will not be any PB. Mole fraction XA, XB. Pure Vp of component PA0. Since it is a non-volatile, no need to take it. Then total vapor pressure of the solution, that will be right. Sorry, P is equal to PA plus PB. PB is nothing because solid is non-volatile. Then P is equal to what? P is equal to PA. According to Raoult law, we know PA is equal to PA0 X. Right? Then P is equal to what? P is equal to PA0 X. Since it is a binary solution, then mole fraction of XA and XB will be equal to 1. Then XA may be expressed as 1 minus XB. Write it here. am going to rub it. Now I am transposing P from here to here and PA0XB to left hand side. Once again XB is equal to PA0 minus P upon PA0.